Hey guys, Rich from Rich Big Gaming. Welcome to another Marvel Snap video and welcome to Wakanda Week. On this channel, it's going to be all about Wakanda. We have got Black Panther and the Wakandan heroes, I think it is, or the Warriors of Wakanda even, in this season pass for this month. We'll take a quick look at that. We will also be doing our Marvel Crisis Protocol Ultimate Guide. Spoiler, it's going to be around Wakanda. And of course, we have got the brand new Wakanda Forever movie coming out in cinemas on Friday, and hang around until the end of this video because we will be doing the prize draw and giving away 2 season passes for the Warriors of Wakanda to 2 lucky viewers. So before we jump into anything else, then let's take a look at where we are right now. So we are at silver at the moment, almost gold. We did start in gold. We did manage to get all the way up to 75, I think it was, but we dropped down to 40. You always drop down 3 ranks at the end of each season, or at the beginning of each new season, I should say. The season pass is looking good. We've already worked our way through quite a bit here, but this is the guy that we want to talk about, Black Panther. So he is a 5 cost, he's a 4 power, and he has an on-reveal ability of double this card's power. So, you know, guaranteed, at least in most situations, to be an 8, but obviously we don't just want him as an 8. As an 8 power, there are lots of other cards out there that are going to help Black Panther to really increase that power. And as he's the man of the moment, I thought we would take a look at 3 different decks today, one using just pull 1 cards, one using pull 2 cards, and one using pull 3 cards. So you can build a deck and you can start using Black Panther now, irrespective of which pool you are playing in. So let's jump over and take a look at the first deck. Okay guys, so here we go. So this is going to be my Black Panther Pool 1 deck, using cards exclusively from Pool 1, from the Recruit season, from the Collection season, and then obviously the Warriors of Wakanda season, which is the Black Panther card, which you get at rank 1, so you unlock this straight away. It will cost £10, but as I mentioned, we are giving away 2, that's right guys, 2 season passes. So what is this based around? Well, as you can probably imagine, because of that on-reveal ability of Black Panther, we've kind of lent into that traditional Odin on-reveal deck. Some staples in here as well. So we do have Angela. She's just very, very solid, very solid, still played in some of the most competitive decks. We've got Nightcrawler, Rocket Raccoon, who has an on-reveal, Yondu, who's got an on-reveal. Now, these 2 you could swap out for Korg. Korg is acceptable in there. Mantis is acceptable in here as well, if you'd rather gain a card than take a card off your opponent. But for me, I like, a 1-2 isn't bad on Rocket. If you can get him to be a 1-4, he's really nice. Ant-Man, potentially is going to be a more consistent option for you. But again, we've got that partnership with Odin where we want to try and use that on-reveal ability. And as we mentioned, is just good. Forge is going to be a perfect card to play before we play Black Panther, or indeed Jessica Jones, still very, very viable there as well. Wolfsbane is going to, again, benefit from that on-reveal ability from Odin, because we have to make sure, guys, that we have multiple win conditions in a deck, and we're not just relying on, a Forge and then an Odin to buff up a Black Panther, because we ain't going to win in that way. We do have Enchantress. She is here to really shut down any ongoing cards. Ongoing's pretty strong in pool 1. Yeah, she's going to be there to shut down any of those shenanigans. Jessica Jones on reveal +4 power, so another 8 power character there that we've got. White Tiger is going to be some really good sort of control for us, especially if we can get it triggered with Odin, especially if we can get, these 2, or maybe a Black Panther and a Wolfsbane in the same location, and then trigger it with an Odin. She's going to be throwing those 7 power tigers into other locations. We've obviously then got the man of the moment, Mr. Black Panther, and we also have Gamora in here as well. She actually can end up with more power than Black Panther, but it is less consistent. Your opponent needs to have played a card here this turn. So she will go up to a 12 power card. However, if we do get an Odin on her, it's not a guarantee she's going to trigger it again, whereas with Black Panther it is. And then obviously Odin, his on-reveal ability, re-triggers basically all of the other cards in this location, which is pretty darn good. Okay guys, on to my pool 2 deck, and what I've tried to do with this one is build a deck that is not only sort of built around Black Panther, he's starting to come into his own now, but also we know that there are particularly zoo decks that are very, very prevalent in here. So we have put some counters in place for that. First of all, to sort of counter that sort of deck is Killmonger. Just consistently killing all one cost characters is not a bad thing. Again, we've got the Black Panther combo with Odin. We have dropped Gamora now. We have kept, however, White Tiger. We've kept Jessica Jones, but we've also brought in Storm here as well. So potentially turns 3 and 4, we can lock down a location with that 10 power. It's unlikely our opponent is going to be able to counter that if they haven't already put cards there. We're still keeping Angela in play, guys. She's just really, really good. You're pretty much guaranteed to get her up to a 2/7, which is really nice. And if you can trigger it somehow where, Angela is in a space location, then Nova's in there, Killmonger moves Nova out of the way. That's an extra way of being able to get power onto her as well. Forge is still in there to buff up Black Panther. We've got Okoye to buff up not only Black Panther, but the rest of the deck as well. +1 if we can get her nice and early. She's going to be buffing up the likes of Jessica Jones, of White Tiger, even of Hulk and Odin, but, mainly Black Panther. And then we've also got Nakia in here as well, keeping on that Wakandan theme. So we've got Okoye, we've got Nakia, we've got Storm, who is married to Black Panther at one point. Really, she's here to try and buff up Black Panther. That's really what we want in there. We've brought an Odin as well, again, to re-trigger all of these. And then Hulk, very much interchangeable, I would say, with America Chavez. Bringing Hulk is going to give you another 6 threat that can win a lane by himself, or at least turn a lane. America Chavez, she's 3 power less, but she's guaranteed. And it does mean that because she's guaranteed, it means you're more likely to pull all of these other cards beforehand as well. I've gone with Hulk, but could definitely swap it out for America Chavez. Okay guys, on to my Black Panther Pool 3 deck, and you can see we've got a lot more tech in here. I want to pick out some sort of standout cards for me, and I think cards that you're going to see Black Panther paired with more often than not. First one is Wong. Ongoing, your on-reveal abilities at this location happen twice. Well, it makes sense, right? So we place Wong down on turn 4. Turn 5, we put down Black Panther in the same location. We're doubling that card's power, and then we're doing it again. So we're going from an 8 to a 16 threat, or 16 cost power even, which is really, really nice. And then the perfect situation is that we end up with Arnim Zola. On reveal, destroy a random friendly card here, add copies of it to the other locations. So if we're putting it where Wong is, it's going to happen twice. Perfect scenario is it destroys Wong first, Wong goes to the other 2 locations, then destroys Black Panther, goes to the other 2 locations. So we end up with him going from being a 4 to an 8 to a 16, to a 32, and then a 64 power in each other location. But again, we're not relying on just one win condition here, guys. Again, we've brought Okoye along to boost the rest of our deck. We've also brought a Morph. Because if we know that we've only got a couple of cards here, if we've only got a Black Panther in hand, then great, we can bring Morph in and we can transform him into a Black Panther, which is very nice. Electro is going to be a key card here as well, guys. It's going to give us +1 max energy, which is okay. However, you can only play 1 card per turn. As you can see here, we've got very, very high threat cards, but with multiple triggers happening inside them. This is going to really help us get that extra power we need, but it's not going to affect us. And there are sometimes, I forget which location it is, where this could even end up in our opponent's deck. And you know what, letting them only play 1 card for the 1 max energy, in most cases people are not going to be running a deck that is this top end cost heavy. Thor is another great win condition for us. He can hold a lane by himself. Turn 3, he brings out Mjolnir, and then he gets to bring Mjolnir out. It's a 0 cost and boosts him up as well. Jubilee is another way of us being able to get out cards early. We've already talked about Wong. Doctor Doom's a really interesting one. He is there to really give us some additional 6 threats that can win locations by himself. We have Odin in the deck, obviously, to re-trigger all of those on-reveal abilities again if we can. And I have changed things out, and I have put a Shang-Chi in here. We're seeing big power cards at the moment. Shang-Chi is a great counter to some of those where, actually, do you know what, sometimes playing this 1/4 threat card or 4 cost card can be significantly more impactful than, especially if we're revealing last and we know that our opponent's going to be paying a big card, can be more impactful than doubling up a Black Panther or a Doctor Doom or something like that. So there we go, guys. That is my pool 3 deck. I can't play this at the moment. I am missing a few cards. So tomorrow what we're going to do is I'm going to show you the pool 3 deck that I'm using at the moment, which is a progression deck as I'm working through pool 3. Again, it'll all be centered around Black Panther, but let's now head over to our prize draw, and we'll see which 2 lucky winners are going to win themselves a season pass for this season. Okay then, guys, so good luck to everyone. Let's pick out the first winner, and it is going to be Prof Palm, who said, comment for the contest and the algorithm gods. Excellent. Well done, Prof Palm. If you want to message me on the about page of my channel, we'll run through exactly what you need to do and how I will get that season pass over to you. But let's pick one other winner. So again, good luck to everyone, and we'll see who the winner is. And it is going to be Gacha Girl. I'm still working on the ranking. I've hit 60. I've just hit pull through. Only a few cards that I haven't put into a deck yet. I'm running with Infernaut plus Sunspot deck that's doing fairly well. And it's a very nice deck indeed. And a move deck that's doing fairly well as well. Excellent. I'm glad to see people using those move decks. They are very, very strong at the moment. So there we go, guys. There are our 2 winners. Again, for both of you, hit me back up on the about page of my channel. And we'll get that season pass over to you. Well, there we go, guys. That is it for this video. Again, we're going to be doing some more gameplay videos tomorrow and the rest of the week. It's all going to be about this guy, Black Panther. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please do leave a like. And guys, guess what? The season pass, we're going to be doing it again. So from today, from this video until the end of the month, we're going to be giving away a season pass at the end of the month to at least 1 lucky winner. It'll be from a random video, so you need to make sure that you subscribe, you need to make sure that you've liked, and you need to make sure that you leave a comment on this and every other Marvel Snap video that we do for this season. So make sure you head on over and check that out. We do have our Discord up and running as well. You'll find a link down in the description below. We also have a Patreon. Big huge shout out to all of our Patreon supporters over there, whereas from as little as £1 a month you can support the channel and help us continue to make this content. And as always, guys, it leaves me with just enough time to say stay well, keep safe, and until next time, bye for now.